You're for me back more ass against the green to the you know what I'm saying bystanders. I'm going with food, I gotta get my thing. Fuck it, I should go full One Piece on it. Oh, man. Let's go, brother, 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 brother. Get down, you know. Hey, bro. Yo, brother, brother.
Please explain. No, whatever IDK. See, here's the thing. You can't actually read what I'm saying. So you got to just sit there and make ad homs like the retard that you are. What's your weird ass torso?
That's why we gotta go to war with Iran. I just think about how crazy this is. What we said about the inside Pakistan is just not true. It's been debunked. It's more war
Man, I
propaganda.
should went with my leg.
It's insane. Highly recommend people read the book Enough Already. It is the best book that's been written about the terror wars by Scott Gordon. He has all the details in there.
覚悟しろ
What does this nigga think I am? I was gonna talk to him.
Are you suggesting that Israel has nuclear weapons? It's obviously bad.
グリズリーマグナム見せてやれ
So looking at it now, 12 days later, it's 12 days in the U.S. Whenever I see the response here, I think, and I do think there's something really sick and amazing about this is that we're so addicted to war. That if we launch a war and you go, well, hey, it was a complete catastrophe. I mean, a million people didn't die in this one like people in Iraq, or hundreds of thousands didn't die in this one like in Afghanistan or Libya or Syria. It's like, okay, look, people died in this war, okay.
Even people in the chat are saying you don't respond. Shut the fuck up. Just copy and paste and put it again, dumbass. Just copy and paste and put it again.
There were both Iranian civilians and Israeli civilians who died in this war.
Like I said, I have responded. Everybody here saw your shit, bro. And they're all laughing at you, saying you didn't say anything. I have a paragraph of vision going through. What's that my problem? If you can't even spell, bro, if you're done, if you can spell, bro, get out of here.
You know,
In all caps, you can't even spell.
there's a terrible
Fucking retard, cat hooked on phonics, that nigga, bro.
that for them and their families, this was a catastrophe. And my point is that the war never needed to be launched to begin with. There's no reason why we even have to be enemies with Iran. This is a third world country in the Middle East that does not have nuclear weapons, does not have intercontinental ballistic missiles, does not have an air force capable of hitting us with anything. This is Israel's problem. We don't need to be involved in that. Sorry, we got our own issues here. And look, again, I'll give Donald Trump credit that,
Hey, you don't tell me to shut the fuck up. You're on my check. You shut the fuck up.
okay, it didn't turn into a catastrophe. He took the off-ramp when he had the chance. But look, a lot of that was out of Donald Trump's control. The risk of this war, like a lot of people love to, like Josh likes to read
That's Ken Rose with the
in tweets when I was saying this could turn into a catastrophe.
Because you were dead wrong, you look stupid. Hold on.
Of course, and here we go.
Gosh. Guys, don't say something. Let's de-escalate the signal.
No.
Have to respond.
What Josh is saying is the lowest IQ argument that anyone can make. I was warning that there was a risk of a catastrophe, and he's saying you're stupid because there wasn't a catastrophe. This is on the level of playing Russian roulette, and if the bullet doesn't go off, you go, see, dummy, you were warning that could go bad.
It's a very good analogy.
It doesn't prove anything. Listen, for all you guys, with you talking about how big and bad the Iranians are and what a scary threat they are, what if they hadn't given us advance notice? What if Iran was actually as suicidal as people like Josh pretend they are? And what if their response had killed a few hundred Americans?
Yeah, they exercise quite a bit of restraint for being a wild theocracy that wishes death on America, huh? I mean, the United States and into air base before, you know, shooting off not their best missiles, but shooting off some missiles more from a symbolic perspective to not look like bitches versus, you know, bombing the United States after they attack their sovereignty. I mean, it sounds like a pretty, you know, restrained attack to me.
In the region, which by all military assessments, they are capable of doing. What would Donald Trump have had to do then, Charlie? I'm
the moderator.
No. Okay,
Yeah.
But Charlie, you're pro this one.
sorry.
Come on, dude.
It was a rhetorical.
I know. Both sides are getting tough questions.
The point is, Donald Trump would have had to respond even harder.
Let's give Josh a chance to respond first.
It didn't happen. It's a counterfactual.
Hold on a second.
If you hadn't had this
When people talk over each other, they don't like listening to that, so that's why I'm here, Josh. I want you to respond to that, but to Dave's point, do you think Israel has a secret nuclear program, and is that a problem?
Yeah, I think it's not particularly disputed that Israel has a
Hey guys, I just double checked the code should work now. I made it, I accepted it to the 18th. I think it closed on the 17th. So you guys should be able to get it now. It's 12:30 technically. So yeah. So get it in, guys. Okay, quick words and sponsors. You know, over 1,000 guys in our Telegram. If you want to meet some like-minded guys that aren't fucking people that get go ahead and get that Telegram. We have a Telegram group for the paying members. And the Telegram group is where we have discount codes for you to use on the merch.
Our merch is live. Quality Nike gear, moisture wicking, sizes from XS to 4XL, a mix of clean and bold designs, including the newest drop, Ninja Watcher, for those who never liked the damn video.
Your guys' support absolutely allows me to stay independent, where I can do the content free from having to worry about YouTube ads, so free from having to worry about censoring myself and any other shit. We're gonna be 10,000 strong, very fucking soon. We're almost there, 1 billion right now, guys. You guys know you cover everything here, politics, culture, politically, geopolitics, true governments, we've got some days. This is a one-stop shop channel, ready to cover everything over here.
Join USS now for only $2 with promo code EARLYROYBERG.
nuclear program. We know exactly what
We are going to be doing the Big Ones and Scandus and Wins discussion, guys, soon. I'll wait a little bit more of this, and we're going to switch on over to OSS only very soon. We're going to get on Kick, Rumble, YouTube, everywhere. OSS only news.
where it is based. This is not a particularly hidden thing there. I mean, it's so well known, in fact, Charlie, that I don't know exactly why it's officially a secret. Unofficially, it's not much of a secret. I'm not Israeli. I have no idea why.
And guys, again, 20% off all the merch. Right up here, he's accepting you guys into the Telegram. Once you get into the OSS and the pay number, there's going to be a Telegram link. Break that link, put your email in. Brent's all you guys get your 20% code.
The exact policy is the way it is.
And it's only for 24 hours.
this. I don't particularly have a program with it. As I said, it's one of the world's worst kept secrets. It kind of just is what it is. But more generally speaking, I do understand why we're going so far down this road.
Go to Snapchat. I just fixed it. It hit midnight, so it expired at midnight, but it's good now. Good now. I just extended it. Yes.
Rabbit hole of woulda, shoulda, the people. Look, let's say something very simple here. The people who said that Donald Trump's involvement in the 37-hour operation of B-2 bombers flying from Missouri to Iran and back with not a single shot fired at our boys. By the way, as I said, that was partially due to the fact that the IDF had so neutralized the Iranian Air Force and the defenses there. So the fact that he was able to accomplish that so amazingly there,
Alright, hold on. Just give me an error. I'm gonna keep trying, guys.
we should have seen that coming. It was actually pretty easily foreseeable, and the people who did not see that coming are the people who have lost credibility to comment, frankly, on these affairs. People who warned about thousands of dead American lives, said that China and Russia would swoop in, and that this would be World War III. Well, you know what? God bless you all, because you apparently survived World War III. It was the shortest World War III of all of our lifetimes.
Dave, I restrain Josh. Josh, keep going.
Again, this is the Donald Trump foreign policy doctrine in action. It is quick surgical strikes. Roger Stone was talking about it earlier. It's exactly right. He is not a neocon. Neoconservatism, bad. Isolationism,
Yeah, he's influenced by neocons. He's absolutely influenced by neocons.
also not even stupid. Donald Trump agrees with both those things. The nationalist, realist, MAGA, America First approach to foreign policy is to have strong nationalist allies.
Now,
Are generally capable of securing and patrolling their own regions in a way that redounds not merely to the Allies' national interests, but also to the American national interest.
yeah, I am going to turn off the YouTube stream, Sam. I am going to turn it off because, again, I could potentially get hit with a copyright show. Bro, all these things want, yo, are you giving me about what? 6.5 hours of free content? This nigga said, yo, don't turn off the fucking YouTube stream. No, nigga, I turn off what I want.
So that is exactly what Israel has been doing for.
Yo, whatever IIDK, I don't know where you're from. You just sit here and fucking trip real, man. You gotta force the picture of yourself. Shit is strange.
40, 50.
I'll never understand being in someone's chat talking shit because I'm watching their content. That's weird to me, bro.
Years that they have taken out Islamists and Sharia supremacist thugs in Gaza, in Yemen, Hezbollah. I mentioned Fuad Shakor, the Hezbollah jihadi who killed 241 Marines in Beirut, Lebanon, 1983. There's a million examples there. That is the definition of an America First ally. What just happened in the 12-day war.
Oh yeah, our American First ally that gets us into all these wars in the Middle East and skirmishes where we give them $3 billion for Rusland to go ahead and fund this instead of full boots and everything else like that for their dumbasses.
Is the encapsulation of the America First Trump doctrine. In this case, it's tag team between the U.S. and Israel against the mutual powers.
Okay, so I'm not 4 minutes connected. So I think we have on full display a difference of opinion on the 12-day war. So that's what I said. Is Israel influencing American politics? So we'll start with Josh, and we'll go back to Dave. I say Israel is an ally. Spend a minute on that, and then address how some people have concerns that Israel is influencing the U.S. government, and then I'll allow Dave to have some time. Josh.
All right, there's multiple reasons why Israel is an ally. First and foremost, I think most people in this room are believers of some stripe, right? I am Jewish. Most of you are probably Christians, and God bless you for that. If you have any attachment whatsoever to the holy sites, if you have any attachment whatsoever to this narrow strip of land between the river and the sea, as the Hamas propagandists call it, then you're going to have some reason to care about this particular sliver of land. That's point number one. Let's kind of get it out there, especially if you understand that we in Western civilization are fundamentally at war with barbarism being best represented by the Islamists and Sharia supremacists. When you understand that Western civilization really just is the Bible, there is a special calling to have an ally with a certain parts of the Middle East. That's point one. Point two is just the Islamist deterrence point, Charlie, which is that America has faced jihadism time and time again, going back for 40, 50 years. 9/11, obviously the most tragic example. We just saw it again on the streets of Burma Street in New Orleans on January 1st, just a few months ago there. If you care about deterring Islamism from conquering Western civilization, a point that you have very astutely been talking about a lot recently on your TV hits and social media, a very, very important point. If you care about defending Western civilization from the barbarians, you absolutely have to place a special premium on this particular relationship. And then third is that if you actually care, as I do, paradoxically, I actually care a lot about China. In fact, I think that America is by far
Yeah, because if we worry about China, we'll let you guys just run the Middle East.
one biggest threat this century is China. If you care about effectuating this broader pivot to the Indo-Pacific, as American foreign policy people have been talking about for 20, 30 years now, you have to have some way of stabilizing the Middle East. The way to do that is not just adopt the stupid and asinine Barack Obama foreign policy of appeasing America's enemies. And the way to do that...
It's called diplomacy, retard. So you wouldn't know that because you just want to get to war with everybody. It's called diplomacy. By definition, you must appease them to a degree to come to a middle ground. That's diplomacy. What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
is to embolden your allies. Again, that is the Trump duck.
No, we don't embolden our allies because our allies go ahead and engage in reckless foreign policy like Israel's doing right now, where they attack all of their neighbors, run assassination attempts, run coups, and do all kinds of false flags, and then we have to fucking pay the price for it. So no, we don't want to embolden our allies. We'd rather go ahead and make friends with our enemies, allow our allies to stay our allies, and stay the fuck out of everything. And just do diplomacy so that we don't end up in forever wars. But you guys want to end up in forever wars and go ahead and embolden our allies. No thank you, bro. No fucking thank you. I'd rather make peace with my enemy than embolden my fucking ally to continuously attack them, which I'm gonna have to pay for later. No thanks, dude.
So we didn't get to the second part.
All these Zionists are neocons, chap. Because in order for you to preserve Israel, you must fight. Nobody wants it there. Nobody wants it there. So, if you're a Zionist, by definition, you are also a neocon. Because Israel cannot exist if it's not for wars. You guys get that? And that's something that no one wants to admit. You're a Zionist? Congratulations. You're a neoconservative. Or you at least have a neoconservative foreign policy. Which is what? Strike first, peace and restraint, preemptively destroy your enemies. All neocon fucking talking points.
Good question. So do you want to start on the ally and then we'll do...
Yeah.
You can incorporate both. He had 2 answers in a row, so take 3 to 4 minutes.
Well, look, this idea that the great battle of our time is us versus the Islamists, us versus these barbarians, you know? I mean, that's really the problem here in the United States of America. Lebanon, that's what you gotta worry about. Listen, I think everyone here, all you guys should know this at this point. Our problem in America is the deep state of the United States of America, okay? They're the ones who framed Donald Trump for treason. His own intelligence agencies framed the sitting U.S. president. And you know what that deep state wants, by the way? Permanent war. That's what they always want. That's how they and their friends make their money. And so all of this talk is just so ridiculous, man. I mean, this talk about how, like, if you care about the holy sites in Israel, like, okay, sure. And obviously, Christians and Jews and Muslims have a connection to that land. But that doesn't mean we have to bomb Iran for Israel. That doesn't... Well, we just bombed Iran. That was the first topic.
And now it's for Israel.
Okay. Anyway, it doesn't mean that we have to support Israel slaughtering people in Gaza. None of that has anything to do with the holy sites. And in fact, a lot of sites get destroyed when there's bombs flying. But listen, the real problem for America, if you want to even talk about like the Islam taking over America or taking over Europe, well, how did that happen? That happened because we completely destabilized the region, fighting war after war after war that did nothing but slaughter hundreds of thousands of people. And then our Western governments had the most insane open immigration policy that was basically suicidal. We're doing this to ourselves. We're $37 trillion in debt, and we're looking for another enemy to go fight. Since the collapse of the Soviet Union, we've spent $20 trillion on empire and wars. And you know what? We can't tax enough money to pay for it. We can't borrow enough money to pay for it. So what do? We print the money. And now you guys are coming out into the world and you're wondering why you're 6 figures in debt from college and you're getting a job at DoorDash and the average house goes for $800,000. Because we've destroyed the currency chasing these monsters that were never any threat to our country.
So, spoken to guys.
Listen, one quick point. Adolf Hitler and the Nazis couldn't bring down America. Joseph Stalin and the commies couldn't bring down America. The British Empire couldn't bring down America. But you think the Hezbollah in Lebanon are a threat to us? They're a problem for Israel to deal with. We are
the families of the favorite Paris bombing in 1983.
Yeah, we're over here giving Israel all this fucking aid. Meanwhile, Americans can't even go see a doctor. But Israelis have full healthcare. Let that sink in, chat. Let that sink in, chat. You gotta pay for your healthcare. Are you kidding? You gotta pay thousands of dollars to get on a fucking ambulance. Meanwhile, Israelis are able to get an ambulance for free.
Seriously, say that to them. Have you spoken to the families of the people who have been killed
What does that have to do with anything?
in 1983?
Here comes obfuscation.
Lebanon, people who have been killed by those IEDs in Iraq that you're just casually dismissing. Have you spoken to any these families?
First of all, yes, I have.
The 9/11 families, any of them?
Yes, I have.
Alright, guys, I ain't gonna lie, bro. For some odd reason, it won't let me change the date on the code. So the code isn't active right now. But, hey, man, you niggas had all day. You guys had 6.5 hours. You know, it is what it is. Guys, $10 a month. Yeah, pay $10 a month. I'm trying right now. I'm trying to fucking fix it this whole time. I won't do it. You didn't take action. So, yeah, it is what it is. Well, let me finish this part of the debate, and then we're going to move on to, we're going to cut some policies.
Are you aware of the bomb in 9/11?
Yeah, okay. You just ask me questions.
Guys, let's
say
that's
stupid.
This is why I'm here. So, why don't we both just take a deep breath, because they want to see a debate where they can make their mind up. They don't want to see interruptive stuff, okay? Why this is going to be a different type of discussion. So, let me both steelman your both arguments. You have to answer to me, okay? So, Josh, actually to Dave first and then to Josh. Josh is saying, what about all of the Islamist death that they're responsible for? Beirut bombings. You mentioned the Shiite. That's basically the essence of your argument, right, Josh? By saying, did you? He's saying, why are you minimizing this? That would be Josh's contention. Is that fair, Josh?
And 9/11 is so many examples.
Right. Dave respond to that, and then I will throw it back to Josh.
Well, I certainly don't think I in any way minimized any of those deaths. I made the point that around that.
Alright, so the Oxford 7, alright, so we'll kind of give. Alright, guys, someone's in the ship podcast said, make hosts and give the awesome iron. Yo, you can't give that OSS, it's just a little bit of a process, I ain't gonna lie. But you can't do it. Alright, let me reach out, so we're gonna close out. Okay. Top G, their response to Anna Paulino was hilarious, but her and Mason Stick are two best location in Congress, okay. John Green subscribed for the year, shout out to you. One Chess says, credit to the single line OSS this guy next. With us to take the track party bomb, singer Lar, and a great play with the here too. Yeah, bro, the guys know why the guys are talking about. I don't even know why you're saying this. This guy's a fucking cloud chaser, bro. Nobody. Saw a clip of the setup earlier. She looked like the back computer setup. Yo. Yeah, bro. That guy's a fucking cloud chaser. Can we switch on to the chat to support us only for the pay reaction, please? We're gonna switch over now. And Native American, I think the mouse side is going through and continues going through this. Appreciate that.
I'm going to home. What are you playing?
Here, warnings for swing, so locals only, guys. So ninjas, now's your chance. Join OSF.com. Or actually no, OSFArmy.com. Alright, I'll show you what it looks like. You go bam. Yeah. Oh, sorry, OSFArmy.com. OSFArmy.com. What's this shit? Almost.
ここ俺一人で十分だ。
どうだどうだ俺の出番だな。おっしゃよし砕けろ。オラオラかペガサス流星剣まだまだ天に送ってやるせいや天に送ってやるよし砕けろオラオラ来航せいこれ天に送ってやるいや好きやり天に送ってやる天に送ってやる来航覚悟はいい友から次し者見える貴様らの上の視聴線
No, nigga, you can't get really mad. Beat the brakes off your ass, nigga. No, nigga, no. Get your ass down. Get your ass down. Copyright. I own no rights to this music.
Posing wanna be you.
You'll never know who you're going to see. You gotta get up, you gotta work it to sleep. Oh, you're so sweet. Damn folks, they running no sleep. Never know when the true love me. So try to learn when to love me. Pretty girl training casually. Oh, don't sell like that's what God bless me. You know where they keep you in the when they tell us to make
I makes her right.
you know where they do to make
It's really happy. Who's over you, girl? Look out there, you guess you are just making you wish. Look out there, you guess you are making you wish. Look out there, you guess you are making you wish. I can go to the bedroom. Text. Well,
this nigga out this she clingy what she got. Ain't that real face time for no more. Did I say you guessing you know that I'm did I say you guessing you know y'all got the best of house. I got as a son.
fun. Hey, lock in. Locking on that. Action is on.
貴様らの上の視聴者
You didn't know you get it.
Est-ce qu'on se m'en met? Pas quand je pars, mais t'inquiète pas, j'ai le temps. Avec toi, je suis ailleurs, je te regarde et je me sens ailleurs. J'oublie tous mes malheurs, mais mon c'est sur ta taille. Je te veux encore, pas tu t'inquiètes, serre-moi ton corps. Bon appétit, je sais que je suis encore. Ça ouvre 300 km/h, j'ai un truc en détail chronomètre, j'ai la réalité, t'es chronométré. Tout le monde qui met pas ça, tu me plais.
見届けるがいい。来候補天に送ってやる。北斗百裂拳。
From suburbia. For use. Trying to love me. Tell you truthful when you trust me. Try to love me. You trust me. Long way from urban town. Right now. She's a long way from urban town. Really long way from suburbia.
わかった。僕が指示を出すよ。
俺一人で十分。
I'm so tired of being told me the truth. You don't trust me. So low, love me so, trying to love me. You don't trust me. Oh my, she's a long way from suburban town. To the city, love, not a hurting now. Oh my, she's a long way from suburban town.
甘い構わない来航
Pulled out the big ones.
Earlier.
Nah. Okay, so I'm catching dubs. Like it works for them. Okay, upgrading my
It's the first time for everything.
安心して眠れ悪の炎は俺が消す
悪の炎
俺をちょくってんのか
Let's lock in. Yeah, no, he is looking good.
こを見てる。かぐつ待たせた。燃え尽きろ。効果球の術終わりだ。待たせた。かぐつ天に送ってやる。そこだ。覚悟をいい。待たせた。燃え尽きろ。いい気になるな。待たせた。いい気になるな。かぐつそこだ。いやいいかとん。天に送ってやる。天に送ってやる。やらせるか。かぐつ燃え尽きろ。そこだ。天に送ってやる。俺がやろう。魔漢光殺法。そこだ。今楽にしてやる。いえ、天に送ってやる。大刀覚悟をいいか。友から次しぬ者。いい気になるな。俺がやる。大好物。かぐつそこだ。ここだ。天に送ってやる。北斗気になるな。そこだ。俺がやる。気になるな。かぐついい気になるな。しどい。カトン効果球の術。かぐつそこだ。精鋭行協力しよう。覚悟をいいか。次しぬ者。見える。貴様らの上の視聴生。
遅いな。見失うなよ。構えなくても容赦はしねえぞ。
また道を間違えたか。
切り伏せる。遅い。承知した。そうだ。切り伏せる。捕らえろ。延長するな。はあ。よっ。邪魔だ。任せてくれ。延長するな。ドラゴン最大の王キリ。なんで。なりゃ。これで終わり。今度砲。今だ。三刀流奥義。おっと。今だ。三刀流奥義。任せてくれ。今度砲。今だ。三刀流奥義か。三刀流奥義。一対三千大戦世界。王さん優勝。切り裂くエクスカリバー。力のすべてを今ここに。王さん百竜派。最大の任せてくれ。そこだな。もっと来い。任せてくれ。これで終わりだ。任せてくれ。ローザン優勝。切り裂くエクスカリバー。当然の結果だな。
Get distracted.
この速度見えるか。なめるなよ。おごりは身の破滅を呼ぶぞ。
It's okay.
仕方ねえ。やるか。
Sure.
終わりだ。
失うなよ。切り伏せる。見失うなよ。
今度悪く思うなよ。どうした。
This shit. Just gonna put the rematch on the front, nigga. How's that even possible? How the fuck is that even possible? To grab my assist. I'm trying to hit gamers now. Ow. I don't understand how.